welcome to Sector D Catholic TV. My name is Maria Nancy and I'm your host for today. Today happens to be the 35th priestly ordination of our Bishop, Most Reverend Atakru. Bishop, we are so grateful to God for your life and we pray He gives you the grace you need to complete the mandate He has placed on your life. So today in the studio we have in our midst two beautiful women and two handsome men from the United States of America. And so they are here to have a conversation with us concerning their experience in Ghana so far. So welcome, Father and...
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Father and his
Thank
praise. So please, can you tell us about yourself? Can you give us a brief introduction about yourselves and then the diocese you're from and the parish you're from?
All right. Who
Mary?
wants to start?
Hi, my name is Mary Beth Boucher. I am a nurse. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am a member of St. Joseph the Worker Parish, formerly St. Maurus Parish, the parish where Father Daniel resided while he was studying for his master's and his PhD while he was in Pittsburgh. And then we shipped him off to Iowa. But I'm married, I have a daughter who's 16, and I'm in Ghana because Father's brother is a special friend of mine, and I came for his wedding. So this is my second time in Ghana.
Oh, welcome.
Thank
How long
you.
have you been a nurse?
33 years.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for exposing my age.
Oh, that's so impressive.
Thank
welcome
you.
to Ghana, Mary Beth.
Thank you.
Father Dan.
I'm Reverend Father Daniel Ejiabwaji, a priest of this diocese, Second Takrady Diocese. I was ordained 2012, worked in the diocese for about 3 years, and I was sent to Pittsburgh, USA by Bishop Kofi to go and study systematic theology with the intention that one day I'll come back and probably go and teach in the seminary. So I first landed in Pittsburgh, and Mary Beth was a parishioner at the church where they offered me accommodation in their rectory. So I stayed there almost about for 7 years, 2 years master's and 4 years for my PhD. And after completion, the bishop gave me 2 years opportunity to work. And so I looked for a job, and I got the opportunity to work with these parishioners, Anne and Dave, at St. Pius X in Des Moines. So at the moment, I am at St. Pius X in Des Moines working.
But I'll come back to you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Ann Mershman, and I live in Des Moines, Iowa. And as Father said, a parishioner from his parish at St. Pius X. And my husband and I, Dave, we kind of invited ourselves to come with Father. We knew that he was going back to Ghana, and so we just had the desire to come with him or to join him. And he said that his brother was going to get married, and so we could be a part of that as well. And so that's why we're here.
And then Dave, welcome.
Thank you.
So Father, in your introduction, you said you went to study systematic theology. Can you please give us a brief description as to what it is about?
So theology has a lot of branches, right? But for systematic theology, it's more about dogma, and we kind of touch on the various aspects of theology, be it ecclesiology, scriptures, liturgy, ethics, or moral theology. So for us, for systematic, we kind of touch on all these, but when you are writing your dissertation, you kind of specialize in one area. So I did specialize in interreligious dialogue and in ecumenism. So that's my special area of interest. But I can teach almost everything.
Right.
History.
This is your second time in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
So how has this experience been so far comparing to the first time in Ghana?
This one was very quick. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take an extended period of time to stay here. The last time we were here, I had my family with me. And we were able to stay for 2 weeks. So this time, we arrived on Thursday. I'm leaving today. So, but it was fine because the focus of my visit was to see my friend be married, and so. But it was. It's. I felt less of a guest this time, and I don't. Yeah, I just felt more at ease. I mean, I think that I love the Ghanaian people. I love I love everything but the food. It's too spicy for me. But I just feel there's the people here are so warm. And the first time we were here, and I went home, and my friends would ask me like, what did you think about Ghana? And the overwhelming sentiment that I get, the overwhelming energy that I feel when I'm here is one of gratitude and respect for one another. And I've just never seen a people so grateful. And I come from the land of spoiled brats, so we're very privileged in the United States, and I think that people here who have what I perceive to be nothing. They don't care. They walk. They put the water on their head. They go sell it. I mean, it's incredible to me. I just love the spirit of this country.
That's very nice to hear.
Thank you.
And then Dave, can you tell us about your experience so far?
Well, this is our first time. Thank you, Nancy. This is our first time to Ghana. We have been to Africa before in other countries, Mali, as well as Kenya. But we find the Ghana people to be very, very pleasing, very welcoming. So we've been welcomed here, and we feel very comfortable here. We wanted to come to see Father's new church that he built with the help of Mary Beth's Parish, and so we're just grateful to be here and to enjoy the Ghana experience.
Okay. And so when you were talking, you said you guys came for a wedding. So can you tell me about the experience in Ghanaian weddings as compared to the weddings as where you're coming from?
Well, it lasts like 3 days of festivities, and it was very special. The first day we were in a home with just very close relatives and just a few friends. And then the next day we had the wedding. There was the wedding at the church with much music and dancing and fanfare and ceremonies, and it was just a beautiful reflection of the people and the culture. And then on Sunday, they attended Mass at the same church where they were married. And again, more symbolism and just a beautiful reflection of their faith and their culture. So
Father, besides the wedding you were coming from for, what necessitated your visit to Ghana?
So first of all, I'm on vacation. Every year, a priest has a month of vacation. So I decided to kind of connect it with my brother's wedding, so that whilst I come here to take a rest, I can also have the opportunity to be part of the family celebration. And secondly, also to see to the project which, through the generosity of parishioners, both from St. Pius and St. Joseph the Worker, I came to see how far the project is going and to talk to the workers and also kind of also redirect things which I think is not going my way or the way of how the church runs things. There is one thing of you instructing people to do things and another thing of you being there. So whilst I keep instructing them, coming here is an opportunity for me to see things to myself, to see the quality of the work being done, and also to have a feel of how I want things to go. So,
can you tell us more about this project? What influenced the beginning of this project in the first place?
Okay, so I'll take you back to the base, the beginning. So one day I was in my room in the rectory. I was not working. I was just in residence. Then I'll go to school. But I got involved in the parish activities, even though in Pittsburgh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Even though I was not working, I just got more integrated into the parish life because, of course, I felt I was a priest, so I needed to help them. And not knowing, as part of the pastoral plan for the parish, they were looking for a church to partner with as what they call sister parish. And so the priest one day came to me and said, "Oh, Father Daniel, we've seen that you have become part of us. But this is what we have been looking for. If there is a way for you to help us to get a parish where we can partner with." First, they were thinking of going to Mexico and other places. Africa was nowhere close. And so when he told me, I said, "Yeah, why not? I have my parish, I have my outstation." So, and they readily accepted that. And so Bishop Kofi came around. We had Mass and we inaugurated that friendship. And so that began. It's not more about helping me to do a project work. It was more about friendship between two churches, right? And so we pray for them, they pray for us. And since they knew we didn't have a church and we're now building, they asked for the building plan, which of course we didn't have. So quickly I got an architect. He went on site and saw what my people have done, just the foundation, and he remodeled it, you know. I showed it to them. They asked for an estimate, which I was looking at $120,000 at a time, which is almost about 8 years ago, right? And so every year they give me opportunity to raise funds. It's not like people at the parish handing you the money, but through friends with others, through my connection with others, people decided, oh, they want to support the project. And so I will celebrate what I call Ghana Night, where I will celebrate Mass like a Ghanaian, invited choristers, Ghanaian choristers to sing, we're dancing, just like we do here. And it was interesting for them. I cook Ghana food, and they will try to taste it, you know. Then I made a presentation of the church and the vision which I have. And people readily supported it. So I raised quite a lot of money. And now the structure has been finished, and through the instrumentality of my dear parishioners, we have tiled the floor, the sanctuary work is done, marble altar, two marble ambos, and a tabernacle. And I mean, a lot has been done. I think I would say about 80% of the work is done for the church.
Thank you so much, Father. So, Anne and Dave, can you tell us, why did you decide to support this cause?
Well, Father Daniel has been a member of our parish for the last year. He's been our associate pastor at our parish in Iowa at St. Pius. And we just saw that he had a certain love for our faith and for his home country. And when we heard of the desire to build his church and to eventually build a rectory or a mission house, our parish got together, and with Father Daniel, we were able to raise some money to help with the project. And Ian and I have been to Africa before, and so we just felt that this was a great opportunity for us to see firsthand what a Catholic parish was like in Africa. We had been to Mali before, but Mali is more of a Muslim country, so we had the opportunity to see the Catholic parish at work here in Ghana. And I will say the Ghana people have a great enthusiasm for the religion, for being Catholic, for being in attendance at Mass. The enthusiasm is breathtaking. And I wish we had some more of that enthusiasm back in Iowa, back in the United States. But we're very impressed with the enthusiasm and the love that the people have for their faith.
Can I add a little bit,
Yes, please,
just to
Pastor.
make a clarification? So Pittsburgh helped me in building a church, right?
Okay.
And so when I go to Iowa, their parish, somebody has checked on Facebook and said, "Oh, I saw that it seems you are doing something in your village." Of course, yes. And he went and told my pastor that I think Father Daniel is building a church in his village. And my pastor asked me how could they contribute. And in order not to create a rift or a fight between the two parishes, I told them they can't come closer to the church. So if they want to do a new project, I can have another project which I can give them.
Okay.
So I proposed the mission house, a hospital, and a library for my village school. But the pastor decided he will go in for the mission house, which they call it rectory. So during Lent, they started mobilizing for money, and the response was amazing, fantastically amazing. And so at the moment, the mission house project is also ongoing.
ongoing.
Yes.
Yes.
So much.
I'm so lucky, right?
Yes. You're so blessed.
Yes.
Maribeth, can you also tell us what influenced your decision to also support this cause?
Well, one day I was walking in the parking lot of the church and he grabbed me and started punching me. No, I'm kidding. One of my best friends was involved in the parish council at church. And she was helping to coordinate some of the fundraisers. And at the time, I didn't really know. Father and I were just becoming friends, I guess you could say. And so I said, yeah, I want to help out. So I started working with them, and we came up with other ideas, and it was so much. There was so much fun. It was a lot of fun, first of all, and the most important thing that I think that we got from it, and I think you would agree, is the community building. Like, it, not only did we form a relationship with the Sacred Heart of Jesus parish, our parish came together because they just embraced this idea and this project. And it wasn't, for me, it was never really about raising money. I mean, there were times we had fundraisers, we would only raise a small amount, like $150, whatever. But it didn't matter because we would go to restaurants, and that was even greater because people didn't see this whole project was like a duck. Like, the duck goes smooth along the water, but you don't know what's working underneath, right? So people would go, like, say, to have dinner, and then they'd get to see Father there, and then they would go home and they'd write a big check. Do you know what I mean?
Huge one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had one family who lost their mother. She was 104 years old, and she died. She finally said, "Okay, I've had enough." So her family asked for their donations to be sent to him. So they gave all the money for their mother to the church. So this was the kind of enthusiasm and love that our parish has for him. So yeah, that's why I became involved. And then it just grew, right? So it's gradually through him, I came to know other people over here, his family, his sisters, his brother, other people, other priests. And then when we got to come here and I got to go into the church for the first time, it was very emotional. It was wonderful. It's like all that hard work is paying off, you know. Not that I doubted it, but
Don't doubt me.
I never do.
But you're so blessed to have such amazing people around you. You're so blessed. Remember, do you think any of your other parishioners will be interested in visiting Ghana?
Well,
to see
actually,
that?
he and I have talked about this, and after I was here the last time, I went home and I started making some phone calls. I want us to have a pilgrimage over here, and everybody at church keeps asking me about it, and I keep telling them that he wants to be settled back here before we do that. So it's all based on his timing and his decision. You know, how long he's going to be in the States, and then when he comes back here, because we can't go there without him. I mean, I could, but we would want him to be there, or some people would want him to be there.
Actually, my vision is that when both projects are completed, and the bishop comes in to dedicate the church.
We'll
and
be there.
Then parishioners from both sides, from St. Joseph the Worker in Pittsburgh and St. Pius X in Des Moines, who come and grace the occasion, and to see what their effort has brought together in that small town, that small village. I call it the holy village of Atase.
Okay, Father. Personally, I can't wait. I can't wait for us to finish with all this. Okay, so Father, I like you went to the bishop.
Yes.
You did a visit to the bishop. Okay, so Dave, can you tell us how your visit to the bishop went?
Well, it was quite an experience. I never had met a bishop from a foreign country before, other than our own bishop here that we have in Iowa. So it was quite an honor to meet the bishop, and he seemed to be a very hospitable, friendly gentleman. So it was a wonderful experience.
And
Yes, he asked us about our parish, and I tried to put in some good words for Father Daniel. But he had lived in New York for a time. The bishop had, so he knew what it was like, being in America. And he was very cordial and happy to meet us and greet us and welcome us.
Mary Beth?
I was glad to meet him.
And it was emotional.
It was very emotional for me, because I have my son, who's a Ghanaian priest. Father Ackerson is in the States, and I've been helping him to fight cancer. And I've wanted to talk to the bishop about his situation for a long time, and I kept begging him and Father Ackerson to give me his email address, and they said no. So I was able to do that. I was able to clarify and give him a better idea of what's going on with him, in terms of his health, and in terms of his situation, his living situation over there, and everything. And I actually think that the bishop was a little bit surprised, because there were some details that he was not getting. So I gave him those, and I was assured that we would keep the lines of communication open as far as that goes. It's a scary thing to be in a foreign country and be very, very sick, and that's something I wouldn't wish on anybody. So I have to put my nurse hat on a lot for him. So.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
And can you tell us, is there any particular thing you have learned from the Ghanaian culture so far?
Anything I've learned?
Yes.
Well, one thing I've learned that the people are very hard workers. They're very dedicated to their family and to making a living. We haven't really interacted with just the common people, because we were at the wedding and at the church for masses. So just a little bit in meeting Father's family, but just driving along the road and just seeing the people walking and carrying their products and the children, they're just very hardworking and caring people.
Thank
So,
you. Mary
yeah.
Beth?
Well, I said before, like, I just love the immense gratitude. It's just embedded in everyone here. It's not even an effort for anyone here to be grateful. And I also, when Father and I became friends, he and I would talk. I lived in Italy for 2.5 years. And we would always say how everybody should live in another country, because it gives you so much perspective. It makes you see your own home's gifts and their shortcomings, and it gives you a chance to see past what you're actually seeing. And when I come here, I don't look at the bumpy roads that you could bury like 5 people in the craters. I look at the spirit of the people here, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just a wonderful energy. It really is.
Thank you. Father, do you miss Ghana?
Oh, I miss Ghana every day. Every day. I miss my people. I miss my food, my friends, and of course the way Mass is celebrated in Ghana.
That was actually going to be my question.
Yes, I miss it always. So anytime I get the opportunity to come back and celebrate it, I totally enjoy it. And even at Des Moines, we are trying to bring all the Ghanaians around where we can have masses for them every Sunday. And so every Sunday I go, because I'm an organist, I go to play, I go not to celebrate as a priest, but as an organist, where I can play the Ghanaian song for them to dance around. So it's giving me a little bit of, that kind of nostalgia. But when I come home, it's a different feeling altogether. Yeah.
No place like home.
There's no place, yes, exactly.
Yes.
Then what did you like most about Ghana? Are you going to come back?
Yes, we plan to come back someday. What we like about Ghana is I think that family really is very important in this country, and it is. We noticed how important family is in the wedding ceremony, and in talking to other people, and while we're in Ghana, we realize that family is very strong. It's a very strong bond. In regards to Father Daniel, I would say that when the time comes that Father Daniel is called back to his home country of Ghana, the United States, Iowa, Des Moines, where we live, we will lose a good priest, but your country, Ghana, will gain a great priest. And so
If you want the bishop to call me back quickly.
you will be very fortunate.
Some days more than other.
Yes.
It's been so exciting talking to you. It's been very informative for me as well. Okay, Father.
Let me take this opportunity to thank most especially all the priests I've worked with, starting from Pittsburgh, who were so great to me. They supported my vision and my dreams and brought the parishioners together. I will single out my current pastor, Father Matthew Loft, who has been a brother, a friend, a senior colleague, a brother who collaborates with me in ministry. And he keeps saying that, please stay with me for 10 years, which actually he's not going to get that. It's impossible. I want to come home. But so I want to thank him and thank all the parishioners of St. Joseph the Worker, those who spearheaded all the fundraising, Maribeth and Liz, Frank, Mr. and Mrs. Castra, Maggie, and all the ladies and all the men. I would like to also thank, like I said, Father Matthew and Dave and Meshman, Roth, the mother, and all the parishioners. I can't even Cindy and all the ladies. Most of them were so excited. Mary Hans, and they were so excited about the project. So whilst I thank God, I thank all these who have also made my dream come true. That at least my village people have a place where they can worship, a church which is in connection with the dignity of our faith and our celebration. So I thank them very much.
That's beautiful.
It's been amazing talking to you. It's been informative for me as well. And so, Mary Beth,
Yes.
would you please end this interview for us with a tree song?
Adomne
Bro,
humabro, nedema bedruhanye, nyame
wadoma kasetsne beyaden kra obrano yeden pa nanswadom no demikanda nyame wadom yi na ashema besine. You never. You never gave the promise that the journey would be easy. Your grace and mercy have brought me thus far. Your grace and mercy is all I need. Your grace and mercy has brought me thus far. Drum a song, drum a song, drum a song, kemo bonale. Your grace and mercy have brought me thus far. Adom ne humobro ne de ma bedruhanye nyame wayadom yi na ashema besine. Good job.
That was so lovely.
That was
so
he taught me
I
that
don't have
song.
a good voice. So.
He taught me that song 6-7 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
Like
wonderful.
2017.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much once again. For
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank
so
you.
much
It's been a
for-
You're
pleasure.
very
for your
welcome.
support. Okay. It's been a lovely conversation with our Reverend Father and his friends. Would like to use this opportunity to ask you to don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to share and to like. Thank you.